Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into Podcast Room 303. Introducing one co-host with more nuggets than Chick-fil-A, Nick Morahan. Executive producer until we find someone better, Eric Washington. Nobody really knows what he does around here, Nevada Putnam. And now, the single greatest thing to happen to hosting in history, Jermaine Antonio Colon Mendez. On with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into Podcast Room 303. I'm your host, Jermaine Colon Mendez. This is my co-host, Nicholas Morahan, on my right, and Nevada Putnam on my left. We're recording this on Saturday, February 10th, the day before the Super Bowl, and we're going to get into a lot of these prop bets for the episode. But without further ado, how are you doing this evening, Nick?
I'm good. Happy to have the boys here in my humble domicile. We did some trivia on Thursday. We did some karaoke last night. We're doing some basketball tonight. And then Super Bowl tomorrow. So I've had fun putting you guys on the spot.
It's dog shit.
There has been a lot of dog shit.
Thank you. I was like, come on. How did you
there has been a lot of dog shit.
We're also going to the Capitals game tomorrow. But how you doing this evening, Nevada?
I'm doing well. It's been a good use of PTO so far.
Yeah. So until Nick eventually hurts his back or something and can't move.
I'm surprised I didn't do it yesterday.
I was waiting.
Yeah, I was waiting.
So bad, dude. But today's episode, we'll get into pop culture pick'em, top 5 things you're selectively cheap about. We are not prepared for that, so that should be an awful segment just for you guys. We'll get into the Super Bowl bets. So obviously, the 49ers are taking on the Chiefs, and as of right now, the 49ers are 2-point favorites over the Chiefs.
What's the stat? He's 10-1 as a playoff underdog or some shit like
no,
that?
No, as an underdog in his career. He's 10-1-1. 10-1-1 straight up and 9-3 against the spread, or something like that.
Chiefs money line is even money right now, so that's I saw this line come out. I think it opened. Where did I get it?
I think
it opened.
It was -1 when it opened, right? For 49ers -1.
Yeah, I got it KC. I got it KC when it opened. When the line opened, KC even money.
It was still even.
Instabet.
Yeah, yes. Why would you bet against the team that's won it before?
Right. Right. You have Mr. Irrelevant against Kyle Shanahan, who doesn't know how to hold a lead, and you're like, yeah, sure, I'll bet with the 49ers.
Yeah. To Kyle Shanahan, that's a good point. I didn't even think of that, dude.
Nevada, how are you doing today?
Again, I'm still good.
That was asked.
Good use of PTO.
Yeah.
Right. What else would we like to rehash there?
I don't know. The Carolina Panthers season.
No, I don't think that's what you want.
Bayern lost today.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just kind of a.
What do you even live for,
it's
dude?
all kind of a crapshoot.
What do you even live for?
Jermaine, how are you? How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. I got a little sick, of course.
Sharing glasses with beautiful women. That's your bugaboo, dude. That's your kryptonite. Beautiful women ask for a drink and you're done.
Barbecue chicken.
Korean barbecue chicken.
Dude, Korean barbecue was fantastic last night.
By the way, if you're not leaving Korean barbecue with meat sweats, you're doing it wrong.
Absolutely. 100%. Yeah.
Nevada doesn't know how to use chopsticks. So that was
sure don't.
That was a development.
It was the most entertaining part of yesterday. And your boy just continually shitting on him about it was I was like,
as he got drunker, he just became more and more Korean mom.
He was more and more violent about it too. That was like the best part. I was just like, Jesus, okay, don't not know how to do something around this guy.
He was like, I don't know if you noticed it either, but Katie mentioned it this morning. He was like Korean momming her. So like she would eat and he'd be like, not enough. And like give her more food like on her plate. He'd be like, try this. And she'd be like, Dave, I'm full. And he'd be like, no, you're not. Eat more. Like you're not full enough. And by the way, you need that friend in every Korean barbecue. You need the friend who's been there enough that he can Sherpa you through it. We only had to order drinks, and we barely even had to order those. He came to us and he was like, "What beer do you want?" And we were just like, "Oh yes."
That's the one the one beer that everyone knows, Sapporo.
Yes. It's either that or Corinne.
Yeah,
Kieran.
I think it's Kieran.
We're gonna offend. So I always offend somebody with pronunciation. So
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
and you like to know how to pronounce things,
Mhm.
and then you're always wrong when you try to pronounce
Yeah.
other words. It's bonkers. It's bonkers. But let's get into this head-to-head real quick. So, God, it's ugly. There's a lot of red in this ledger. But currently, I'm sitting at 2-13. Mine is 3.84. I went 1-2 last week, hitting the UFC bet, which is nice. Little 3-leg parlay, but then following that up with freaking Liverpool losing to Arsenal. Nick went 0-3 last week.
And I didn't take a bet above plus 180.
It's still
lost all 3 of them. Incredible.
Wisconsin minus plus 2.5. They lost outright, right? Or they didn't. Well, like they're dogs. It doesn't matter if they lost outright.
Yeah.
Did they cover?
No. They're not a good team, or they're not a great team.
Clippers money line loss, and in Nevada you had at Pebble Beach you had Matt Kuchar. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah, I think he finished 50 something.
It's my Ian Cole bet, dude.
Ian Cole.
Or Eric Cole. I don't even know his name.
Yeah, I don't know why you picked him. Nevada
Metrics.
Saber metrics.
1-2
for Nevada. He took the Kings money line against the Bulls. Hey, fuck you. And then under 0.5 goals in first period. Kings versus Preds.
How many they score?
They scored in the first 8 minutes. I was almost there. Almost there.
There's 12 minutes left.
And not even 12. That's the first 10 minutes of the period. First period.
Yeah.
That's what I had. Either way, I lost the bet. Yeah.
Eric had 3 NBA parlays, hit 1 of 3. Yeah, I'm not going to read all the same game parlay with points for Brown and Tatum and Mitchell and just not doing that. But he hit a plus 576 and is still somehow negative.
Yeah, almost though.
Yeah,
almost.
Well, it's because he has 2 L's already this week.
Right.
He was positive 1.42 with the 2 and 13. And he's 2-15 now.
So what I love about our head-to-head group chat is that just like picking a quarterback in any round of a fantasy draft, it causes a run. And this week especially, because there's only so many Super Bowl props you can take.
Yeah.
So I think everybody submitted at least one bet in the span of like 10 minutes when people started dropping prop bets. Yeah. I was like, I got to get mine in.
Yeah. Not me. I haven't submitted shit. No. I'm a classic Sunday kind of guy.
Right.
So this is what I do. I just pick bets for Sunday, and then I end up winning head-to-head at the end of the year. So, but currently submitted NFL parlay for Nick. Let me go this way a little bit.
Pacheco over his rushing yards, which is 67.5. I think it's Brock Purdy over 12.5 rushing yards and Deebo Samuel over 4.5 receptions. That's plus 575. And that bet is courtesy of the one and the only Warren Sharp. That's his same game parlay for the Super Bowl.
Really?
Yeah.
Plus 575 is not bad.
Not bad at all.
Why are you going to do Warren Sharp like that? Just ruin
his
bet.
Yeah.
No, I'm not only ruining Warren Sharp, but all the people that subscribe to Warren Sharp. So you think about it, it's like Thanos, right?
Fine. I'll do it myself. Christian McCaffrey, longest rush, over 17.5 yards.
I mean, this is kind of getting into the props, but yeah, those are 2. I love Pacheco. I love Brock Purdy to run. I think Deebo Samuel is going to get a lot of catches.
Nevada went with orange Gatorade color and Chiefs money line.
You got it at 105?
Yeah, I think it was that Tuesday. I think I logged in and sure shit it went back up.
Shoot me in the head.
I thought it was going to be negative.
Eric Cole to win the Waste Management Open is plus 4,800.
Right now it's probably plus.
Do you know when it changed to the Waste Management Open? Do you know when it rebranded? Being a Phoenix man?
No. Because I didn't move to Phoenix until 2016. And I think it happened in like 2018 when the rebrand happened. It happened while I was there, but I don't know it.
Any guess? It actually didn't rebrand until 2020.
Oh, okay.
Funny enough.
Oh yeah, I wasn't even there.
No.
I wasn't even there when it rebranded. I remember having, been in Phoenix around the time of the rebrand, but why did it rebrand?
I think Waste Management got it. Because I think it was the Phoenix Open before.
Yeah.
And now it's the Waste Management Open.
Because the previous sponsor was trash.
He's so proud of that pun. He's so proud of that pun.
That was good. That was actually pretty good.
Oh boy. All right, 2024 head-to-head. What's next on the docket? What the fuck headlines? Yeah, let's get into that.
Or pop culture pickup.
We'll do that after the headline.
Okay.
So I showed the boys this headline a couple minutes before we went live. And Minnesota man used a moose antler to kill sex offender he believed had stalked young daughter. The suspect told officers that he hit the 77-year-old man 15 to 20 times with a shovel and then finished him off with a large moose antler.
What do you think is the age at which you can take the most shovel strikes to the head without dying? 25?
It's got to be peak male prime.
27,
right?
so
27, 28,
okay.
yeah.
How many shovel strikes can you take?
Me personally?
Yeah.
About 17.
I love how he gives like a roundabout number. Like, how many times you hit him with a shovel? I don't know, 15 to 20.
He's like, once I got to 13, I stopped counting. It's like when I work out, you know?
Right.
You're always like, shit, I was going 15. What number am I at? Dude, a 27-year-old.
What? And he alleges that this dude he beat was stalking his 22-month-old daughter. Like, what? That must mean you're stalking mom or dad in conjunction. I don't know of many 22-month-year-olds that are out there walking out and about, taking care of themselves, getting stalked. But
Also, can we stop saying 22-month-old? Can we just say like almost 2 years?
2 years
Like almost 2-year-old daughter?
yeah,
A year and a half. You know what I mean? Like
Almost 2 years. It's 2 months away from being his 2-year-old daughter.
I know, but that's why I'm like, if you want to give anything,
Nearly 2-year-old daughter.
A year and a half is fine.
Yeah.
But it's other children in his van, which he parked near the Grand Marais daycare. Well, why is that dude near a daycare as a registered sex
Whoa,
offender?
hold on. Look at that line.
What?
Yeah, as a registered sex offender. He was committed of sexually assaulting a 6-year-old girl. So maybe this guy's gone to something. I mean,
Probably shouldn't have killed him. But
no, of course I'm not saying that he should have been murdered, but
finished him off is such a hard line. I finished him off.
Jeez, dude. Believed he would reoffend. It's oh man. What a brutal case. And also, you don't need to hit a 77-year-old 15, let's round it off, 17 and a half times with a shovel.
yeah. I think once would probably be enough.
Bonk.
Yeah,
I mean, you might not even have to hit him with a shovel.
Well, yeah, I mean, choose
could hit,
one,
You
right?
could hit him with like a spoon.
You
probably.
could just stab him with the moose antler, like poke him in the butt. Go
Yeah.
on, get.
You had a moose antler the whole time? Why were you using a shovel?
Go on. Like, you can just poke him, right?
you could probably bump into him and he'd fall and bonk his head, and that would take care of it.
Yeah.
Oh, this was from March 13, 2023.
No?
Oh, well.
Well, oops. Sorry, everybody.
We'll get back to you with the case update in 2025.
Yeah.
Oh, why is this not updated?
Well, who knows?
Do you think there's any possibility they let that guy go?
If they
No.
because he can't prove.
It said in there, as soon as he did it, he walked into the station and just gave a full confession, like covered in blood. It was in the article.
Jeez. So yeah, I mean, he's probably.
I'm not necessarily mad at this dude.
It wasn't an act like he wasn't actively like sexually assaulting his daughter, but prior history, and you're parked around a school, like you said, what are you doing, dude?
What are you?
Now he doesn't deserve to get fucking murdered.
I mean, he molested a 6-year-old.
Yeah, he deserves to get murdered for that.
Yeah, death is a fair option.
Yeah. And he lasted like another 40 years after that, so he should probably count himself a little bit lucky.
We call that in the biz a plus trip.
That is, yeah. What biz? You need to clarify what biz you're talking about after the article we just discussed. In the murdering old men with a shovel biz?
No comment.
And moose antlers?
This is a recorded line. No comment.
You sold him that moose antler, didn't you?
I am that well.
Do you think, I know we've talked about the physics of speeding up when you encounter a moose. Do you think he attacked the guy slowly so the moose antler would kill him?
I think he's already that guy already knows that his life was wasted, that 27-year-old guy, because he got the moose antler from hitting a moose. He understands he's going to go downhill after that, after surviving a crash with a moose.
Yeah. He's on borrowed time.
He's on borrowed time, so he's like, might as well spend it with 3 hots and caught.
Oh boy, let's get into pop culture pick'em. Top 5 things you are selectively cheap about, and I mean this should be incredibly difficult.
Yeah.
So good thing Nevada's first.
Yep.
Nevada, Nick, then me is the order. You have a list?
Yeah, I had to brainstorm when we first mentioned it earlier this week, so I put a couple ideas down.
Jeez, I'm so fucking prepared.
So the one that it'll either be that or just a blank stare. So
wow, that's what you're gonna get from me.
Yeah. So mine is particularly when I go to restaurants or something and they ask about water and bottled water. I'm never getting bottled water. Give me the free out of the tap water. I don't need to be paying for
a really good one.
I don't need to be paying.
Oh, I gotta put this in.
No bottled water.
Water. Oh, I gotta stop laughing for Mark Morahan.
Mine. I think I saw. Shout out, Mark Morahan, the postage man, the postal worker. Mine would be something nice. Mine would be something that I just gave you right here. This pile of books sitting on the side. I love free. Like I will not go out and buy a book, but friends giving me books or like getting books from people is one of my favorite things. I don't remember the last time I've gone out and bought a book, but like I just did here before the podcast, like just giving books to people is one of the best.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah,
it's ironic because Amazon is built off of books, and you never go to Amazon to buy books.
No,
it's just hand to hand.
Can I say a confession for you guys? Every time like I see one of those little neighborhood stands where it's like the little like house, and it's like books, I will just jack a book out of there. Like I'm not putting another one back.
So, like give a book.
Take a penny, leave a penny bookshops. No, I'm bonk. I'll put that book back.
No, you won't.
No, I won't.
He legitimately tried to sell that pipe dream.
Yeah.
So I was fortunate enough to get socks and underwear when I was in the service.
Oh,
right. And so like now paying for socks and underwear is very annoying.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pick socks and underwear for my. Although I have just recently bought a whole bunch of 100% cotton underwear to caress my genitals. So I'm going socks and underwear, and which is funny because now I'm like, if someone gave me socks and underwear as a gift for Christmas, like as a 33-year-old man, I'm like, that's a fire gift.
Yeah. I got that for Christmas. I couldn't be happier. Like a couple of like pairs of like novelty dress socks, and I was like, these are dope. Like keep getting me these.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine like.
Because
as a kid, if you gave me that, I'm ready.
Square.
Oh yeah, it's on site.
I don't want that,
Grandma.
There's Legos available, and I get socks and underwear. Like you got to be shitting me, bro.
I had Legos growing up, but I didn't get enough Legos.
I'd always blame my parents when they would do like the socks and underwear gifts. It was like, you just bought essentials and put a bow on it.
Right.
And said that's my Christmas. That's not a Christmas gift.
That's not a Christmas gift. That's something we get in like the middle of March.
That's just shopping.
Yeah. We just go every time we go shopping.
Christmas is wants, not needs. Damn it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going coffee here. So I have
that's a good one.
I have a espresso machine at home and a Keurig, but you know, I spent on those machines, but specifically so I could save on the long term on every cup of coffee. Because also Starbucks coffee is terrible. So if you think Starbucks is good coffee, there's a heavy judge coming for you.
Do you also make your own avocado toast? Just
one of this beanie that he's wearing right now. Yeah, definitely. He's from Austin with the hoodie too.
You said avocado toast like that's hard to make.
That is true.
Like what?
You basically spread an avocado on a piece of toast.
I didn't say coffee was hard to make. I'm just saying
espresso is not easy to make.
Oh, I don't make coffee.
Oh yeah, you don't like coffee. That's right. He gets his energy from beer.
Translates our whatever makes a beer into fuel. That didn't really work. All right,
Well, Nick, it's your pick.
Dude, I'm gonna say clothes. I love Express. I love TJ Maxx. I love I will not buy.
Is Express cheap now?
Yeah, dude, Express is really cheap.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not cheap material, but I love I will not buy, with the exception of suits. Even some of my suits were kind of like bargain brands, like sales. I will not buy clothes if they're not on sale. I cannot remember the last time I did online shopping and paid full price for a piece of clothing or in brick and mortar stores. It's almost like disgusting to me to pay full price for clothes.
The sale is usually what gets me to buy something,
but it's the same price, really.
Yeah.
It's the same price. It's the same price. They're like,
sometimes I've gone to the Goodwill in the nice area of town, like Cherry Hills or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know what, the quality you're getting there is damn good.
Yeah,
and they're being sold at 90% off.
Well, that's what I love about DC. Like there's a TJ Maxx in downtown DC that you can legitimately get designer clothes for TJ Maxx prices, $15, and it's incredible. You got a pair. I remember I got a pair when I first got here of Cole Haan dress shoes, which are $250 dress shoes for $70.
Huh?
Yeah, brand new.
Yeah, that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, because the outlets here are overflowing, or the stores are overflowing, so all their product gets bought, I'm sure, by TJ Maxx and sold at a mark down. But
all right,
my next one's going to be over-the-counter medication. Specifically, I'm buying the generic version. I ain't buying Motrin or Aleve. I'm buying ibuprofen and acetaminophen. I don't need to buy the brand. I'll just buy the exact same ingredient.
Yeah, the Equate.
Yeah, basically so.
Great value ibuprofen.
Yeah. On my other back-to-back, tortilla chips. Now,
that's super specific.
It is super, because I was going through the grocery store and I realized I always buy the cheapest tortilla chips, or one of the ones, because again, I don't need the brand of on the border tortilla chips for $4.99.
They're so good though.
I'll get the authentic Mexican one that's all in Spanish and you can't read shit, and you're like, yeah, $1.49. Way better tortilla chips anyway.
Those are good. Third pick, I'm gonna go flights. Right now, having a girlfriend makes this a lot harder. But I have zero loyalty to a flight provider. I have accounts at United, Southwest, American, and I accrue miles at all of them. But if a Spirit Airlines flight pops up and it's dude, I'm on it.
No chance.
100%. I am the one who I'm the person basic economy is built for. No check on, fine. Don't get to pick your seat. Don't care. I'm going to sleep anyway. Shove me in the back in this little thing. If I pay $25 for, I'm there. I love flying cheap flights, and I don't care who purveys that. Spirit,
and I had one of the worst experiences of my life with what's not Spirit. What's Frontier. The green one? Frontier.
Frontier has to. Okay, so Frontier, when we were kids, is a Denver-based carrier. They used to be up there with Southwest and the major companies. They have fallen off so hard. It's not even funny.
Massive clip.
I had such an awful experience that kicked off the start of my March Madness Vegas trip 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I almost didn't go to Vegas at all because I was just over it.
Flight tickets are just so friggin' expensive.
They are.
Days. And now, of course, like I said, with the girlfriend, I can't do that anymore.
Yeah,
because there's a bag. She flies all the time, so she has her preferred carrier.
Me too.
She likes to fly.
I have a preferred.
She likes to choose the seats.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care.
Of American, it has to be a more quality airline. But I'm taking the cheapest of American, Southwest, Delta, United.
Southwest is not considered a quality airline. They're considered a low budget airline. You know that? They always have the best flights.
Their price are not. They're not priced like that. They were
and they
$49 one way, and I was like, I've never ever once found that price on your website.
No,
never.
No,
it doesn't exist.
And am I moving to that place? What is it? $449 to come back? I'd like to not live in Santa Fe. I'd like to come back at some point. And they always these deals. They have this low fare calendar, and their low fare calendars are set at the weird. It's fly out on a Thursday at 9 p.m. and come back the next Friday at 1 a.m. And you're like, why would I'm going to be in the place for 2 hours. Why does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm with that. Yeah, Southwest just like we have one flight at $49. Let's broadcast it. So I'm going cable/streaming services for my third pick.
Yeah.
Does
it help that you have friends that
I'm literally on record of saying this. If I didn't have someone who would lend me a login, I would just not watch it.
Yeah, that's true.
I would just not watch it. Like, I will pay for Sunday ticket. I will pay for NBA season, the league pass. The NHL home ice. Although you don't have to with ESPN.
You
Plus
use
anymore.
my MLB.
Yeah, use your MLB. I would pay for those, right? Because
I only get that because every year they give me like hey, you've been doing this for 10 years. We'll give it to you for $75, and I'm like, okay. All right. It's like $140 now. They give me like 50% off because they're like, thank you for watching for all these years.
Exactly. I don't care. Like, I don't care about that television show. I won't do it. So, I'm just like, I won't watch it. Yeah. And I'm actually right now considering canceling my Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime just makes it almost like, if you break it down month by month, like they make it almost uncancelable. Like for the amount of money you save.
Yeah, but all the extras that they quote, like for a fully premium Amazon Prime, like if you wanted all the stuff they offer, it's like $400.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I just have the normal $100 a year.
It's not $100 anymore. It's gonna be
$129.
It's $199.
I'm so bad, but might be canceled my Prime membership.
He came to my side real quick on that.
No, I'm not going to cancel it, but that's bullshit. That's boogie bullshit.
Oh man, and then so I'm gonna go like electronics. So electronics is something that I'm selectively cheap about because I love the secondary market.
So you're a big Huawei fan.
What's Huawei?
The Chinese knockoff of the iPhone.
No, I didn't even know what that was. That's the one that's spelled H-U.
Yeah, Huawei. Yeah. Yeah, dude, you're a big Huawei. Like when you thought that like I'm cheap about electronics, I'm like, oh, you're a Mint Mobile man.
No, like earlier pre-show, we were talking about Helldivers 2, the video game that's coming out.
Yeah.
So I was like, secondary market. You want a PS5?
Yeah.
You can find a PS5 right now for $200.
Yeah.
I literally just did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I will not pay the full price for that. So I will buy one next gen system as soon as it comes out because I want to have it.
Yeah.
But I'm not jumping through hoops to do it. I'm not paying the $1,000 markup because everyone bought it. You know what I mean? I'm not doing all that.
Yeah.
So I will sit there and patiently wait until people who paid all that money for it don't play it anymore and then need money, and then they sell it for $200.
Yeah.
Right. So I have an awesome Mac Studio, which is this it's their desktop, and it's supercharged. That Mac Studio is like $3,000. I paid $850 for it.
Yeah. That's a dope deal. Yeah. Secondary market deals are incredible.
And I tell my friends all the time to use the secondary market, and they just love flushing money down the toilet. I got my Switch with controls and 6 video games, a year and a half after it came out, for less than what just the new Switch would cost.
And now I hate doing this. I hate bargaining, but the secondary market is typical fine. Yeah. You hey dude, can you do this for 200? And the guy's like, no, I can do it for $350. And you're like, come on, man. I got fucking $250 cash for you right now. I will drive to pick it up and give you cash, $250 right now. And he's like, okay, $250.
Yeah, it's the best.
It's the barter system. I'm gonna play off that, and I'm gonna say video games.
Yeah.
So
same thing.
So PlayStation Plus, right? When I was the PlayStation guy, I would be more than happy to play MLB The Show 2015 and continue my career on that. Or we played in Diego Garcia? It was Madden 16 or something, right?
I think
it was I
think it might have been older.
There's so many updates to that. I could log in right now, Madden 23, not have to buy Madden 24. And guys have updated that roster, and they've given you 3 years of draft classes. So every year you can, in your franchise, you can just load in 2025 draft class, 2026 draft class, right? Some have even done 2027 draft class. I can play 4 years of that game and get actual players in the game. And then you have like regens coming in after that, but that's fine. But like, since I switched over to Xbox, if the game is not on Game Pass, I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
I'm not getting it.
I'm more likely to try a game if it's on Game Pass.
Yeah, 100%.
Right? I'm like, I'll download that and give that a shot.
But I then if I like a game, like let's say the new Call of Duty's coming out, I will spend hours watching the campaign on YouTube. Like
instead of playing
it, yeah. Because that's all that I want to do. I just want to experience the campaign. So if it's not free, I don't want to play it. Game Pass isn't like free, but I'm not paying $60 and sacrificing 250 gigs of my Xbox to download Call of Duty when I could just the enjoyment that I get out of it is the campaign.
Yeah.
And games keep moving away from campaigns, which is ridiculous.
Well, multiplayer games
no
longer have campaigns. There's a ton of story-driven games, and those are usually the ones that win Game of the Year and stuff.
Yeah. But I'm gonna play I still keep that PS4 around because it has like MLB 16 on it, where I have a 30-year career with a dude that for a long time I was chasing 40-40.
Did you ever hit it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Damn. Well, hit it and stole it. Over to you, Nevada.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
My next one, I'll go with car washes. I'll wash my car at home, or I will spray it down for the $2 or $3, but I am not spending $15 to do the automated car wash.
I could not be more against you on that. I could not be more against you.
Right.
It seems like a Herculean effort for me to wash my car. Like Katie's been talking about, like, hey, well, like before we take your car to the dealership, like to get a new car, like we'll wash it, we'll detail it inside and out. She's like, I have the stuff to do it. I was like, or I could go to a place and I could pay them and they could do it, and I can go about my merry way, and then I come back, I pick up the new car.
So I will. I will thread the needle.
Ride the fence here.
Right. I hate the automated car washes where they run them through machines.
Mm-hmm.
I will absolutely pay for someone to hand wash my car though. Like hand wash, detail, get the rims, shampoo the leather seats, pull the carpets out. Because I'm not doing that.
I can understand that, but you're not going to do that every time you got to wash your car.
No, absolutely not. Well, I will get a hand wash.
That's what rain's for, though.
Jesus Christ, and he's serious. That's the problem.
100%.
That was the problem.
If you think that I'm joking, you either have not hung around me long enough, or you're not my friend, and you're listening in Bulgaria or something like that.
Shout out Bulgaria.
Big
Make
sure holding back the Russian tide.
Big Miro fans in Bulgaria. It's a
Krokop?
pro wrestler.
Oh,
he's also known as Rusev in WWE.
I'm thinking of Mir Crow, whatever.
Yeah,
remember that old
stroke out saying
that old like belt, dude. I cannot say Krokop's full name.
No chance.
Mir Crow. No, it's done.
You try to get.
Is he Bulgarian?
I don't think he is. I think you're just trying to say his name.
He's Eastern European.
I think Gorgiev is Bulgarian. I have school tender right now. Bulgaria, I think.
Like Mirko. He's Croatian.
That actually makes way more sense.
Sorry, Croatia.
Nailed it. I'm gonna finish it off with just gas. If you go to an intersection, you see 4 gas stations, and one's 10 cents cheaper than the other one. Guess where I'm going?
Yeah,
I'm
but
going
that's
the one
smart.
That's 10 cents cheaper than everybody else.
Dude, I'm gonna 100% disagree with you on that one again. I go to whichever gas station is my normal gas station. I have no clue what gas price is. If I'm on a trip and I need gas, it's the next gas station, and I get gas. If I need to go to work, there's 2 gas stations I hit. I hit a gas station by my office, or I hit a gas station right down here, and I don't care. I look at the price, and sometimes I'll go, "That's high," but I have to pay it anyway. So
I only get Supreme and Premium. Okay, you laugh now, but if you pay the 10 cents now at the pump, your engine's going to last longer over its life.
Not true, dude. I put Supreme in that BMW, and that didn't last for shit.
You buy an awful BMW. That is on you, my friend. I have an awesome 2313 Audi that is still humming up and down the streets of San Diego.
Well, yeah, but my Honda doesn't need premium gas.
Yeah.
No, premium is better for the engine, the lifelong wear and tear, the mileage.
So
that
is
it prevents.
eating like all organic food, but I'm not going to do that. I'm on my third course right now.
Of course, is organic. That's wheat.
Ooh, good point.
Rocky Mountain water.
Adolf wouldn't lead us astray like that. They're brewed without pasteurizing their beer.
It's the dude who founded Coors name Adolf.
Adolf Coors, yeah.
I think it's-
This was back when Adolf wasn't.
back when Adolf was cool.
Back when Adolf was a cool name to have.
Adolf
A
was
sick
never
name.
a cool name.
Yes, it was, dude.
No,
As an immigrant,
chance.
Dude, I have your exact thoughts on NFL teams about names. Yeah, in right now in 2023, Adolf is a dumb name.
No,
Just like the Commanders
Adolf sounds like Rudolph's retarded cousin.
Whoa.
Oh, I guess we can't say that word anymore. I
Whoa.
apologize.
Mentally
ladies and
disabled
gentlemen.
cousin.
Yeah.
You're being real Eric right now. Trying to fill the gap.
I get. Shout out my.
Because the FCC won't let me be.
I just like Adolf it's a silly name.
I am very, very cheap about golf balls. I don't think I have I have bought a sleeve of golf balls. Well, that's not true, actually. I found a golf ball that I liked. But before I actually found a ball that I liked to play with. And my bag is like
Are we
six.
not doing phrasing anymore?
I do love to play with Sirix's balls. Besides those 6 golf balls in my bag, the rest of the bag is just balls I found. And the great thing is, you find rich friends. Like my buddy has a membership to Army Navy Golf Club. The disregard for Pro V1s on this course is amazing. You literally have to walk, like it's not even into the woods. It's like into the rough, and you're like, there's a ball. So because some old guy couldn't see it and was like, and he just drops another one and hits it.
I think it's more they just don't want to go walk.
No, 100%, but I will, dude. So sometimes I have to be called back onto the course because I'm just playing my favorite golf ball scavenger hunt.
It's your turn. It's your turn.
Yeah.
Let's see. I got another pick here.
Yeah, when I go golfing, 100%. Like if you're going in the woods, you better be coming out with at least another ball.
If I'm by any body of water and I see a golf ball, a plan goes through my head to try to acquire that golf ball.
100%.
Yeah. One of the coolest tools my dad had golfing is like that retracto stick that went on like 27 feet. And I'd be on the end of a pond like I was fishing. I was like trying to like scoop the muck for like. So this thing is built like a globe, right, with like a spring trap.
Okay.
So when you would put it around a golf ball, it would spring shut as soon as it felt that weight. So I would just run it along the bottom and like try to hit a golf ball and be like lift it up. It's like
Oh man, I don't have a last pick. I'm trying to think.
booze.
I think that I honestly did think that because I'll go into a store and be like $50, no chance.
Booze is booze, dude.
Yeah, that's why.
I mean, you did well tequila the other day. Like, what tequila do you want? And you're like, you're very passionate about tequila, but you're very passionate about like.
Yeah, I was like, look, it's gonna get me drunk.
We'll take a break from our podcast for our favorite advertiser, Mr. Hank. Anything to say? Okay, that was a word from Hank, our on-scene correspondent. Okay, this is great, everybody.
He barked like he's gonna do
Yeah, like
something.
he's gonna do. He let a burglar in the house is what he's gonna do.
All right, so quick recap of the PCP. Nevada went water, over-the-counter medications, tortilla chips, car wash, and gas. That is just the ultimate cheap list. That's
That
so
is a
funny.
pretty good cheap list.
And then Nick went books, clothes, flights, video games, and golf balls. And then I went socks and underwear, coffee, cable streaming services, electronics. So Nick copied me, and booze. So that wraps up PCP, and we'll now get into NFL betting. First of all,
So we already discussed it earlier. Like, if you haven't taken the Chiefs yet, take the Chiefs.
They're still giving you free money, right?
Free money right now. Also, another thing that we saw earlier, getting into props and totals, the coin toss on DraftKings. So if you guys are not familiar with Juice, basically the casino to make money, even if they lose a bet, puts minus 110 on every pick. So every pick should basically be minus 110. That's why to be a profitable gambler, you need to win 52.4% of your bets to be profitable over the long term because of that juice that the sportsbook takes. Right now on the coin toss, there is no juice. It is either heads or tails, even money.
So pick a side.
So pick a side. Make that bet. Put $5 on it. Pick the bet.
I mean, shit, pick both sides.
Pick both sides. Yeah. You'll make your money back, I guess.
You'll break even at that point.
Don't bet if you pick both sides, please. All right, Nevada, you're clearly on the Chiefs side. What would it take you to bet 49ers?
If I knew Kyle Shanahan could show up in a championship game and keep it, obviously we all know what happened in what'd that be? 52? What was the
Super Bowl number?
Something like that.
I do. I don't remember it. I could look it up, obviously.
Yeah. So everybody knows what we're talking about.
I'm just gonna. I'm not even gonna type Super Bowl. I'm just gonna type 28-3. Super Bowl LI
81. All right. Obviously, I think across the board, offense and defense, if you're to look on paper, San Francisco blows KC out talent-wise. Obviously, the quarterback is a different story, but if you want to go with Kelsey and Kittle's a wash, fine, or leading Kelsey. But other than that, Debo, Ayuk, CMC, Bosa, Fred Warner, you just go down the list.
Everyone forgets they traded for Chase Young at the trade deadline.
Yeah, and
they have the best. That's why the decision to run it by the Lions in the championship game was they have the best front four in football.
Yeah, it's
a really good football team.
I think for this game, the way I bet it, as much as I hate the Chiefs, they have so much immense experience, especially in the Super Bowl. Again, San Francisco's got all the talent on the books, but I think that could be a big factor as far as why KC can make this a pain in the ass for the 49ers.
If this line was flipped and you could get San Francisco plus money, would you bet them?
No. I would still bet minus 120 with the Chiefs.
Really?
Yeah.
So San Francisco has no shot in this game.
I don't think so.
I feel like that's too far. Too far one way. If I could get San Francisco plus money, I would take San Francisco plus money.
I do think this game should be.
We've said this game should be a pick'em.
It should be a pick'em.
So if you got San Francisco plus money, you would bet them.
No.
So then you don't think this game should be a pick'em.
This is the Patrick Starr thing, where it's this is your wallet, and this is your ID, and you're Patrick Starr. So this is your wallet, and he's like, no.
I have no clue what you're talking about, but all right.
I like the under. I think 47.5 is too high. I think they're overvaluing both of these offenses.
What did they score when they played each other? You want to look that up real quick?
I think San Francisco is averaging in the last 4 games. San Francisco is averaging 8 or 20 points. KC may be averaging 20. San Francisco may be averaging 18.
Oh my God, the 13-3 Patriots.
13-3. Yeah, dude, that was a great one. Yeah, San Francisco is averaging. They're averaging 25.6, and KC's averaging 24. Okay, well, I just fucking ruined my own point. So there we go.
Well, here I can help.
That was playoffs averages.
Playoffs averages.
Oh my God!
So I'll help you where it matters, especially when it comes to the Chiefs. So
Can you help me where it matters?
Oh, I'll help you where it matters, big boy.
And I'm gone.
The head ref for this game is Bill Vinovich. Your favorite ref from the greatest non-call pass interference.
It's the greatest non-call in sports history.
So, as far as betting,
Ooh, I don't know.
Sports history,
the ruining of Armando Galarraga's perfect game by Jim Joyce.
Yeah, that didn't matter. That wasn't in a championship game.
I don't know, dude.
Was it in a championship game?
No, but it's to ruin a perfect game.
It's a trip to the Super Bowl.
It's not the Super Bowl though.
It's to make the Super Bowl.
I disagree.
It's to be the champion of the National Football Conference.
There's been 58 Super Bowls. How many perfect games have there been?
20 something. On 26, maybe.
Just
Is that just the Yankees?
Anyway, Bill Vinovich betting trends. The under is 169 in games in which Vinovich has been the head referee. The under, with him being the head ref, is 7-2 in the last 9 postseason games.
Mm-hmm. He's a very much like let him play ref.
You could say that, yeah.
Yeah.
Blow a guy up for defensive pass interference, yes.
Oh, we're running out of recording time, so we're gonna wrap this up, boys.
Everybody, take whatever props you want. All right, see you. Good night.
So yes, his hit rate for betting under games is 59% of the time it hits.
Yeah,
59.
So yeah, of games where he's the ref, the under hits 59% of the time when he's ref. So 47.5, I think is what we were looking at.
I mean, I couldn't find him on DraftKings, but I mean that means like go with the under, obviously, that with those stats Nevada just made, but also look at like defensive pass interference, defensive holding, number of penalties, right? Like he doesn't. I think he's
bet the under on those as well. Is what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah.
So it was 20. It was 31-20 the last time they played in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, 21 points in the fourth quarter by the Chiefs. Like,
Which included Tyreek.
All because Jimmy Garoppolo overthrew. Who was it? Who did he overthrow?
I don't remember who it was.
I don't remember who it was. I'm sure this will probably.
Yeah, I was like, that's it. We could read it.
As far as Vinovich between the two teams, the Chiefs in the last 7 are 5-2 straight up. The 49ers are 2-4 straight up.
With him as the ref?
Yep.
Oh, man. So Kansas City is the play for sure. Watch. I know everything just told you to bet the under. I kind of like the over in this thing.
I mean, everything that we're suggesting is like San Francisco has all the better players at most of the better positions, but we're going for the Chiefs. So like we've told you, the under is the move.
And obviously, podcast motto.
Fade us, yeah.
All right. Do you guys have any bets you want to get into? Touchdown scores, alternate spreads?
Why? I think we named it in my head-to-head. I love Isaiah Pacheco over rushing yards. I don't think San Francisco does a good job at stopping the run. I think it's like 67.5. I don't know what an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown is.
Isaiah Pacheco.
Anytime touchdown is -120. Okay.
It's not bad.
There was a fun prop we saw earlier, which was a Super Bowl record on DraftKings, which was any player to score 4+ touchdowns, and it was plus 1,800, which is incredible that it's that low. But CMC could realistically score 4 touchdowns.
Easily.
With that being said,
Travis Kelce could do it too.
Travis Kelce could do it. With that being said, a couple of props that I've taken. Let's let it load up here. Brock Purdy, longest rush over 8.5 yards. So Chiefs drop 4.
Just a scramble 3rd and 17 scramble 5.
Like something like that, right?
I mean, you saw him make big plays.
Chiefs play nickel, rush 3. Everybody's back's turned. Brock Purdy runs for 9 yards, right? That could happen.
Does anyone know how often Spags plays zone?
That's a great question.
Because the NFL average for this year was 77% or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a crazy number.
Yeah.
They don't play man in the NFL anymore. That's one of the like schematic shifts that I've been seeing over the last few years. They don't play man because
they don't trust corners.
They don't like getting beat. They don't like giving up big plays. Right.
It still keeps happening.
Not really. Offense was down across the board.
Plays, yeah. That's the whole Warren Sharp stat. Yeah.
They're like, hey, you got to beat us by Tom Brady, right?
Yeah.
Amendola for
the San Francisco 49ers.
Wes Welker for
dink it to Deebo Samuel and let him friggin'
exactly
get blocking. Yeah.
Exactly. So
Brock Purdy over a half interception, -130. That has to be the best. That has to be the best playoff bet so far.
-130. What's Patrick Mahomes?
I don't know. You'd have to find it there.
Nick, I think that one's the Purdy over half interception is good because KC's got 2 stellar cornerbacks. It'd be interesting to see how much Kittle starts to become the main target. because Debo and Ayuk are gonna take on all the attention of those two corners.
Yeah.
That Casey's got.
Speaking of that, I mean, George Kittle, George Kittle was the best tight end in the league at explosive plays during the regular season, and he's had 4 catches of over 15 yards in the playoffs so far. So George Kittle, longest reception, over 21.5 yards.
I actually kind of like that bet.
Minus 115 when I got it. Brock Purdy, anytime touchdown scorer, right? If he can run for a 9-yard touchdown, that's great. I would love to see that. Brandon Ayuk, anytime touchdown scorer. The Chiefs are terrible against the slot. I thought Brandon Ayuk was their slot wide receiver. Is why I made that pick. It's actually Debo Samuel.
You thought their outside wide receiver?
No, his slot wide receiver was Debo.
Yeah, you thought their outside wide receiver was the slot?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's my bet on that one.
That's not too bad of a bet because Shanahan's so creative with his play calls and how he uses guys. He'll move them around.
Yeah, I'm sure he's still lined up like 20-something% in the slot this season.
Yeah.
If he did it, that's kind of bad play design.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the things that I was thinking.
Mahomes' interception is minus 110 for the over.
Damn.
And minus 120 for the under.
Damn. So there's Mahomes will or will not throw 50-50.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, they say it's more likely to not throw it one. Let's look at some of these obscure receivers. Who's making a?
I did
Kyle Juszczyk again. Do we want to hammer a Kyle Juszczyk over 4.5 yards receiving?
This is a pro fullback podcast.
I put a couple bucks on Juszczyk for anytime touchdown.
I want to get one of these other Chiefs tight ends.
Well, you have a habit, so let's take it to real quick. Let's take it to where's tight end? Where's touchdown specials? Because you nailed. No, I think it's at the start.
Yeah, it's this way. That's what it is.
You nailed some random guy. So who do you like
for touchdown scorers?
For random touchdown, I'm gonna scroll past here. MVS 550.
MVS was someone I was considering. I really think
Noah Gray, perhaps.
I bet him last week.
Sky Moore
2 weeks ago. Sky Moore got activated. I don't know if I trust Sky Moore to do it.
Hey, a lot of rhetoric around Kadarius Toney.
Is he active?
No, he got attacked by a coyote.
Is that
they
have not confirmed who it was?
They have not confirmed who it was.
I bet you it's some special teamer, dude.
LaMichael Pirine?
No, it's not him.
Ronnie Bell?
Rookie wide receiver Ronnie Bell.
Blake Bell, brother to Ronnie Bell?
No, I like
Ray.
I like Elijah Mitchell at plus 11.
Okay.
And I like
So you're saying they can't give the ball to Christian McCaffrey 100 times in a game?
Yeah. Honestly, I don't think Elijah Mitchell's going to see the field. That's probably a bad bet.
Yeah.
This is the game. You're like, if Christian McCaffrey gets hurt, he gets hurt.
Like, you know what I mean? You're
like 50 toes.
And it's gonna be like second, like late first, early second that CMC goes down.
Yeah, if you make it to halftime and CMC's good, you've got him all game.
Yeah,
you
got him all
50
game.
toes.
100%. And he's gonna just tell the trainer wrap it up. Like whatever happens to my knee, ankle, shoulder, neck. You saw him land awkwardly in his neck in the NFC Championship.
Yeah, he's already been cleared.
We know he's playing, but you think that has any impact?
No.
Okay.
No. Blake Bell. That's the touchdown score I'm going with.
Blake Bell. Okay.
Plus 2,200.
I like it.
Okay.
That's crazy odds.
I'm going to be perfectly honest. I have no idea who Blake Bell is.
He's a tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs.
What college did Blake Bell go to?
Oklahoma. He was a quarterback there.
Whoa. Blake Bell, tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs, selected by the San Francisco 49ers in the 4th round of the 2015 NFL Draft.
I mean, I guess I can just pick anytime touchdown scorers, and you were correct. The University of Oklahoma.
Dude, I'm putting right now. Dude, that's too freaky. I'm going into DraftKings right now, everybody. I'm going into DraftKings right now, and I'm betting Blake Bell anytime touchdown scorers. There's no way. It's a Blake Bell revenge game.
I do like as far as the big names go. Obviously, taking McCaffrey 2+ touchdowns or 3+ touchdowns is a fire bet.
Blake Bell 2 or more touchdowns plus 25,000.
Oh my God, that's Super Bowl MVP numbers, bro. Let's relax there. But McCaffrey and Pacheco, I think both get into the end zone. I like Kittle a lot at plus 175. Kelsey's minus money, so I'm not. If I'm already riding the 2 negative money running backs, I won't take Kelsey. But
Placed.
But you have to, you have to look at some of these other like obscure names, like Justin Watson. I wouldn't be surprised if he had a 50-yard touchdown in this game because they just schemed him open. And, the secondary is kind of weak considering their fire safety tore his ACL. Fulaga, is that his last name? It's something Hawaiian. I just don't remember what it is.
Oh, Jesus, what is it?
I think I'm confusing him with.
No, Huafunga or something.
I think, that's.
Huafunga. I know how to spell it. I don't know how to say it. Hufunga.
Talanoa Hufanga.
Hufunga, yeah. Amazing, dude. I mean,
he was good.
I saw him 3 years ago on film, and it was like, this guy is everywhere.
He was drafted in 2021. Right? Yeah, so he played for USC.
Yeah.
That was when they had a good defense.
Yeah.
What about passing yards? Well, you guys are picking the under, so you're taking the under on passing yards as well?
What are the? Let me see what the passing yards.
Passing lines are. Oh, that's interceptions.
I think there is going to be a point in this game, and I will say this: there will be a point in this game that Brock Purdy or Patrick Mahomes has to throw. Because they're going to be behind. They're going to be behind. I know that sounded like a water is wet.
That was John Madden-esque. That's why I started.
Wait, hold on. What if I say it in John Melrose? There's going to be a point in this game where both players need to throw the football. The team that scores the most points generally wins a football game.
Bro, that's exactly. You're like, they're going to have to.
I know.
Throw.
I said it like a fucking like it was a revelation.
Got it.
There will be a point where either the 49ers or the Chiefs are down big. Right? Think 2-3 scores. Like 14 to 17 points.
You think someone gets down 17 points?
Yeah, I think so.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or like early first quarter?
No, I'm not saying early. I'm saying like probably like near halftime, a score coming out of half.
Someone's up 3, scores at half, gets the ball to open the third quarter, punches a touchdown in.
Something.
Everyone's like, oh my God.
Well, something over. like
live bet the team spread.
Right. And that would be exactly what I would do. San Francisco is up 14-3 at halftime. They go down. They score a touchdown. It's 21-3. Everybody's like, oh, well, fucking turn it off. Let's watch some commercials and chugga, chugga, chugga. Here comes Patrick Mahomes, right?
And it is Shanahan.
And I don't know if that will lead the Chiefs to winning the game, but you could definitely see a situation in which also flip it around. The Kansas City Chiefs, although they don't have a very they lose most positions to the San Francisco 49ers in terms of talent. They have quick score potential, right? Justin Watson, right? These kind of guys that, like, if you get them out in open field, there's a quick score potential there. And they can go boom, boom, boom down the field and score. If the Kansas City Chiefs are up 21-3, you're unleashing Brock Purdy. You're just letting him throw. Now, I don't know if that'll lead to anything, but I'm just saying over 247.5 for Brock Purdy.
Yeah, at minus 120. Yeah. And then over 261.5 for Patrick Mahomes. I want to see these defensive props.
Yeah, the defense, as far as San Francisco is concerned, we'll see how the line does because last we saw Joe Tooney is officially ruled out for KC's line. So that's a big piece that's going to be down against a very good defensive line.
Brock Purdy has not thrown for less than 252 yards this postseason.
2 games. 2 games, right?
2 for 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will there be a pick 6?
No.
I would say no, but if I could see it, it would be either end of the half or end of the game. Like Brock Purdy's trying to make something happen. It will only come from Brock Purdy. I will say that.
Really? It will only come from Brock Purdy.
He's trying to make something happen, end of the game.
So L'Jarius Sneed, anytime touchdown scorer?
He seems to keep popping back up ever since we started playing Madden and I acquired him for the Carolina Panthers.
Dude, L'Jarius Sneed, I think, is a phenomenal corner. And probably doesn't get enough pub at it because he's quiet. Also, anyone on defense for Kansas City doesn't get any pub, even though the defense has been the best side of the ball this year.
100%. Yeah.
Like, why was Steve Spagnuolo not interviewed for a head coaching?
Alcohol. I still think that's a stigma. Like you gave him a head coaching position, and he literally blew it the like most spectacular way possible. He just got into the head coaching job and was like,
I'm at the top, can't do anything more.
yeah, can't blow it from here.
Plus 475 for a pick six.
Three and
if
outs.
anyone's interested. 3 and outs over 1.5.
I'm smashing both of those.
At minus 135 over 1.5 seems like a pretty reasonable.
Will
bet.
let you parlay those two? Probably not.
I don't know. We're about to see when I bet them on DraftKings.
You can probably just click them.
Well, I think you have to go to same game parlay to parlay something from the same game.
Some you might.
Yeah, it gets grumpy at you. Yep. Yep.
Freaking DraftKings.
Yeah.
So if anyone's interested in 3 and outs over 1.5, both teams are minus 135 right now. That's pretty good. And if you're feeling froggy, under 1.5 is plus 110.
That's a fun game to watch. If you're doing under 1.5 3 and outs, you should write a program to auto bet the over. Like
For sure.
That's an auto bet for the over.
Yeah, you're saying 50 plus points are getting scored.
Yeah.
Ooh, Harrison Butker versus Jake Moody over 1.5 field goals.
This is probably the next greatest discrepancy as far as talent between like Mahomes and Purdy, Butker and Moody. Butker's been there, done that. He's got the accuracy. He's got the leg. He can kick from 50 all day long. Moody's a rookie coming in.
He is a rookie. How did he kick this year? Sorry, go ahead.
Kicking in the biggest game of his life. And we saw what happened in the Lions game where he missed a field goal and hit the post on an extra point, I think is what it was.
He was not in the correct state of mind in the Lions game for whatever reason. But
so yeah, that typically Super Bowls in theory are close, tight games. You're gonna win and lose by a couple 3 points.
yeah.
So
You would hope, especially in a game that we've called a pick'em game.
right, as long as
But won't bet the 49ers.
But won't bet the 49ers because they're garbage.
Oh,
What are you looking for?
I'm just looking at like field goals from a certain distance.
yeah. So I think
Might be able to see it on like season totals. Go up right
I
there.
think the
Right here. Kicking.
kicking game is going to be huge.
That's pretty cool.
I can't imagine. I mean, we'll see how I think the first half we'll kind of get a feel for if probably Marshall Shanahan is willing to gamble to try to get those 6-7 points just because he knows who's on the other side.
He's got to have scar tissue, right? They scored 21 points in the fourth quarter. He has got to be Dan Campbell-esque.
Well, considering that he came back against the Lions and he still hasn't redeemed himself in people's eyes,
Mhm.
like he's definitely got to be scarred for sure. So
100%.
regular season, Jake Moody was 21 of 25 field goals and 60 of 61. And then the playoffs, he is one for 3 on field goals. It looks like
Is he the new?
Yeah, 1 for 3. 3 for 5, sorry.
Yeah, 3 for 5,
3 for 5.
60%, and then 7 for 7 on extra points. So he missed 2 field goals against the Lions
From the inside the 50.
from inside
Yes.
the 50. Okay.
So from inside, basically from 40 to 49, he missed 2 field goals. That's where you need your. Like I feel like if you're 40 in, that's an automatic make for an NFL kicker, unless it's blocked or something. Right?
Yeah, and then that's
But
not really
40 to 49 is where you make your money as an NFL kicker.
And as far
50
as,
plus, okay, whatever. That depends on conditions and other stuff.
as far as Butker goes, this year he was 33 of 35. And he was 5 from 5
He's so
from
good.
50 plus, 7 for 7 from 40 to 49.
If Justin Tucker didn't exist, we'd talk about Harrison Butker a lot more.
He was on the Panthers practice squad.
Don't you guys have kicking problems still?
Yeah, a bunch of them. Yep.
Yeah.
So point after attempts made. I don't know why I made that so difficult, but they have the line set at 2.5. And Jake Moody is plus 100 for over 2.5. So that means they would have to score 3 touchdowns.
I don't know why, but when I see that under, where they're both under 2.5, is where the Vegas is looking where it's probably hitting. To me, that kind of says they're also leaning towards the under.
The under,
yeah. Because those are pretty significant differences as far as over and under odds.
Yeah.
And let's see, field goal yards. That just means distance of final successful field goal.
I mean, what I would say for betting props is basically try to find what you think the edge in the game is going to be, right? Is it going to be a field goal that decides the game? And then just look, the DraftKings offers so many ridiculous props. And then also go into, like, if you see at the top here, there's like a San Francisco to win, McCaffrey to get this and this to get it. Like, there's so many like combo bets. They're quick picks. Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, that's what I would say is find what you think. Like, hey, can the Chiefs run the ball? Okay, who do the Chiefs run the ball with the most in the last 3 games? How do they run the ball in the playoffs? It's this guy. Okay, Kansas City doesn't defend the slot well. Okay, Deebo Samuel. He's going to make a lot of catches. So that's the angle that I would look at. Pick your angle and then just drill down the prop holes, if you will.
All right, who has the edge? Kansas City's offense or San Francisco's defense?
Offense.
I would say San Francisco's defense.
So you have San Fran's defense, you have Kansas City's offense. Who has the edge? San Fran's offense or the Kansas City Chiefs defense?
San Fran's offense, I'd say.
Yeah, slightly.
Just say, we'll get back to you right now.
I know what I just said. I know what I said.
Well, who has the edge, special teams wise? San Fran
KC.
or KC?
KC.
Not even close.
Yeah, KC, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be a special teams game, is what I'm saying. just to save my ass. It's going to be
just the same as that. He just picked both San Fran's offense and defense.
The thing is, San Francisco has a better offense and San Francisco has a better defense. But that's what I think in my head, and I'm dumb, so I'm going to pick against that. And because I pick against that, I'm going to be completely right in my head, right? So, but I can't keep playing this game of me fighting myself. So
I think the problem is we've talked about how on paper, San Fran at almost every position beats out talent-wise KC. The problem is the 2 most important positions, quarterback and head coach, KC wins that battle 10 times out of 10.
I'm sorry. I just think Kyle Shanahan gets too much slander.
I'm not saying he's a bad coach. I'm just saying between Andy Reid and Kyle Shanahan, it's Andy Reid.
Yeah. What's funny is like it's always Kyle Shanahan blew a 28-3 lead, yet he didn't call defensive plays.
I keep forgetting that he was the coordinator for the Falcons during that.
Yeah.
No, he built a 28-3 lead.
And yeah, right. But he didn't call the defensive plays, but it's always Kyle Shanahan blew the 28-3 lead. So
he had a quarter. He had a quarter. Like, what do you want him to do? Plenty of teams score 0 points in a quarter.
And I'm like, okay.
They scored a touchdown, right?
I think, because they ended up 41-33.
And that was because fucking overtime, right?
I think
it's because the Patriots scored in overtime to win it.
Yeah.
We just literally looked it up, 28-3.
Because it was 28-3, and then I think it was they came back.
34-28.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, so he didn't score. Never mind. Ooh, giving him too much credit.
Yeah. So they didn't score in the fourth quarter and overtime.
James White. Name your favorite running back that just has fallen off and he can't be a Patriots running back.
And he can't be favorite running back that fell off.
That like you heard from one year and you didn't like hear from again.
Chris Ivory.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Cadillac Williams.
That Bucks team, dude. That Bucks team.
Nah, he had a pretty good career with them.
Chris Ivory's a good one. That's a
really good one. Danny Woodhead.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you Danny Woodhead. I love white skill players, so my radar was on Danny Woodhead the whole time. That's a good
one. Felix Jones.
Oh, Darren McFadden.
Darren McFadden for sure. Who's the
Peyton Hillis.
No Sean Moreno?
Oh.
Was he with New England?
No,
No,
he
I
played
said
with
no.
He said
Maybe he
not
did
with New
play.
England.
Maybe he did play, but he's famous for the Broncos.
Oh yeah, those
And-
tears.
And famous for
His criteria
all those
was
tears.
not a New England running back because New
Oh,
England
not-
is,
okay.
is
I mean,
notorious.
I can name Carolina, or I can name friggin' Denver Broncos running backs like crazy. Mike Shanahan used to churn out 1,000-yard backs that wouldn't be around
Alfred
the next year.
Morris.
Alfred Morris, a good one. What Ronnie Bell was a
Ronnie Hillman.
Ronnie Hillman.
Mike
Anderson.
Mike Anderson. Landis Gary.
Oh, Landis Gary's a
I don't even know that
Tatum
name.
Bell.
Tatum Bell.
Tatum Bell.
Dude,
is a
Mike
good one.
Shanahan used to crank out 1,000-yard rushers,
Not-
and then they would just go.
Not Mike Shanahan, but you remember Jeremy Hill,
No.
the Cincinnati Bengals running back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, it was like him and Giovanni Bernard. and
Yeah.
Hill went off his first year, and everyone was just like Jeremy Hill, and it was actually Giovanni Bernard who had the.
But
long-
Giovanni Bernard's a good one too, because when he got the starting job, he
he poo-pooed. Oh,
Melvin Gordon,
Lamar Miller,
Lamar Miller.
the Miami Dolphins running back who got signed by the Houston Texans, but was like super duper efficient.
David
And
Johnson.
David Johnson was good though.
Yeah.
Steve Slayton.
I know that's.
I only know that because he was on my fantasy team rookie year and he blew up and then he.
Oh, I was like, your deep pulls right now are going over.
I
You
could
said
say like
Aldis
Tim.
Gary?
Tim. Oh yeah, Orlandis Gary.
I don't even know who that
Tim
is.
Biakabatuka.
No, that's not a real name.
He
All
was-
right, so this is over. We're just naming running
Yeah,
backs
just
now.
now we're doing the dude thing and just naming running backs.
I don't know if you guys have any more regular bets. I got a few novelty bets for you guys.
All right, go
Super
ahead,
Bowl
shoot.
specific. Okay, the national anthem over under 90.5 seconds. Reba McEntire. Little info for you guys.
I'm going under.
The over has hit 3 years in a row.
Should have waited. I'm going under.
Let's see where
What
she has. Okay, here you go. She's performed multiple anthems throughout her career. She has done a 78-second version, a 60-second version, and an 83-second.
Yeah, I'm hammering in Super Bowl
And
with the
her-
anxiety.
And her last one, it looks like that they have here listed, was a 90-second edition.
No, under. Smash it.
Yeah.
Smash the under.
Yeah, under as well. As a little side note, Chris
We're back.
Stapleton last year blew away the under over at 119.5 seconds.
Jesus. He's
So,
saying a 2-minute national anthem.
2 minutes to sing the national anthem.
Come on, Chris.
Well, that is
baby.
he dare Tennessee
Get
whiskey.
it together though. 2 minutes.
Yeah, 100%. But even he's
I love the national
Yeah.
anthem. And 2 minutes is too
Oh,
long.
absolutely.
That's too long. I could
Chris Stapleton.
I could finish 2 beers in that long time.
Exactly. I think I
Maybe
did see
3.
one of those as a drinking prop bet where you would have to have a keg and you would have to chug for as long as the anthem lasted.
No
way.
chance. In my prime, I could do a 20-second keg stand.
Yeah.
In my prime.
I don't want to do that.
You're telling me I have to do 4 times my prime drinking age keg stand?
Yeah.
Not happening.
Dude, even if I was like a rabid drinker still, I wouldn't want to do that.
Why do you need to drink rabbits?
Rabid.
Oh Jesus.
Rabid.
Rapids? There's no rapids
Rabbit.
around here.
Rabid.
What,
We'll find somewhere. I drown here.
What color Gatorade is getting dropped today? Or
I like your choice.
Yeah.
You picked orange.
I do like your choice, yeah.
I
I mean, it's red and red. Both teams are red.
know that's why.
So it can't be
A part of me is like blue.
It can't be.
So-
red.
I feel like a blue is a sleeper pick.
I'll give you the odds. So we got purple. These are all plus monies, obviously. Purple 275. Orange. This one says 325. Yellow, green / lime 375. Blue 375. Red 400. Clear or water is 1100. No
water.
No bath is 2000.
Oh man, if we could just get them to not give a bath.
Yeah, if the Chiefs win, does Andy Reid get bathed? They have to.
Of course.
They love bathing him.
It's also in Las Vegas in a dome.
That's
It's not
true.
like he's gonna get hypothermia or anything.
I did see it
Yeah,
in
he's not
here.
getting hypothermia even if he's in the middle of Lambeau.
No doubt.
He's well insulated.
Andy Reid's well built to handle the cold.
He looks like and he's built like a walrus.
Yeah, 100%.
The one where they showed his mustache frozen over,
And he didn't care.
it just
He was just.
he didn't even register.
I don't
that
even think
his-
he went in at halftime.
he didn't even register.
He
that
just sat out there and the trainer fed him fish.
So here's a couple quick tidbits. The last time they played in KC beat San Fran in the Super Bowl, the color was orange. So there could be a little superstition where they go back to orange. Secondly,
Who gets to the team gets to choose? Okay.
Secondly, and this brings in our favorite fan of football, Taylor Swift. People are thinking it might be red because of her song or album Red.
Oh, that was her most recent one, wasn't it?
She has a famous song
Sure.
named Red. That's all that I know.
Oh, I thought the album was called Red. I mean,
Who
we have a
knows?
fucking googly box.
We do have a googly box.
So what are you guys thinking for colors here?
What's the blue?
Blue is $375.
Yeah.
I'll take blue.
Blue.
I'll go purple. It's just a color that nobody. And you know what? No. I had my first initial thought. I'm going to stick with that. I'm going lime or yellow.
As a betting side note, orange has jumped from $5.50 to $3.25.
Also, can we just think about what the best tasting Gatorade is? Maybe players just want the best tasting Gatorade.
No, because they don't. The best tasting is purple.
That's true. That's true.
And also,
But how does
what
but
am I?
how does-
Top? Why did I say purple?
how does
Oh wait, no. Okay.
Yeah, you said it
purple's
right.
right.
You said it right.
Dude, I got
But how does
concerned.
bet the blue? But how does purple taste in powder form?
It's probably sweeter.
I have no clue.
All I know is I hate orange powdered Gatorade, dude.
It's really.
PTSD.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. You threw up.
No, didn't
Oh.
throw up. Just wanted water.
Like
and all
Oh,
they had was over powdered red Gatorade or orange Gatorade.
Oh, so it's like super chalky almost. Because
The choice was between Ensure, like the chocolate milks, or orange over powdered orange Gatorade.
that sounds pretty terrible.
I was like, I'm gonna quit.
All right. Do we have anything else?
There's a couple more here. Does the MVP speech mention Taylor Swift?
No.
What is the? Oh, like, give me the lines though.
Yes, it's plus 750. No is minus 1600.
Oh, dude, I might just ride the plus 750 because
No.
what if Travis Kelce is the Super Bowl MVP?
No, it's a quarterback's award.
No, it's not. It's not the Super Bowl MVP.
No, I say no.
That's a safe bet, but plus 750.
He's got it. What's the chance Travis Kelce proposes?
Oh,
I
is
didn't
that a
s-
prop?
I don't see that.
Dude, is that what, if you really
Oh.
want to take about
Here it is.
Oh.
The next article. Will he propose? Let me see if I can find numbers.
my God, that's
Okay,
amazing.
here we go. We got
I
him.
didn't even think
professional
about this.
podcast?
I didn't even think
Dude,
about
that would we talk a lot about stuff that breaks the internet. If you combined NFL fanboys with Taylor's with the Swifties, and it would the servers would shut down.
X would be done for the.
That's like the nuclear fire. Like we were scared about Y2K. We should be really concerned about how our internet, our main servers handle the Taylor Swift Travis Kelce.
Y2K, dude.
So here we go.
Oh,
It opened.
that's so
The odds
funny.
are-
This is
deal.
actually how you
Y2K was such a big deal when we were coming up.
This has been always my thing. If I'm ever on a game show and it's like you have to identify somebody who's Gen Z or millennial, like you have to group them by where they're at. I'm gonna go Y2K, and the people that do exactly what you just didn't go. I'm gonna be like millennial. Boom.
You know what Y2K was about, right?
Yeah, it was about shifting times. They didn't think the servers could handle the time shift.
Because they didn't
Clock
program
shift.
it in.
They didn't program it in.
So they didn't think that it could
Yeah.
go into the 2000s.
They thought it would reset like to 1900, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And it would fuck up fuck up the timing, and then somehow that would like launch nuclear weapons. The more and more you read into Y2K, the more and more you're like, what? Like how would
That's why I reacted that way, because I actually know about why.
Right.
It's not just the buzzword to me. Like I actually knew about it. So
All right. So as far as betting on, this is where they opened at, and I'll tell you. Apparently, they quickly adjusted in 30 minutes to their current odds, but they opened up at yes was plus 190, no was minus 250,
bro? And they quickly adjusted.
to yes plus 1120,
No, it's happening, dude.
minus 350 or 3500 for no.
it went from plus 190 to plus 1120.
No, dude, that's such a
Yes.
cash grab by the fucking casinos.
Absolutely.
That's such a cash. That's a like, hey, you've gotten an injection of how many million NFL or how many thousand NFL fans this year? Let's put a prop bet up that like they probably had a run on the books that they're like, we can no longer afford to keep the price at this. Like
because everyone probably picked
Right.
no.
Right.
What was no originally?
-2. What did I say? 230.
Yeah, dude, there was a ton of people.
They had a run on the
hammered
books,
that.
dude.
People were like,
250.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could easily fix that though and call him up and be like, hey, he shops at Jared.
Now watch out.
Jared.
Watch out.
The Gallery of Jewelry.
These guys make billions of dollars in a month. Watch, they might be making a little call to be like, hey, we're not going to influence the game. But at the end of the game, if the Kansas City Chiefs win, you get down on that knee and you propose.
Yeah, because they can easily call it off.
Because they can easily be like, oh, yeah, you can just literally string the wedding out.
How many times have we seen people get engaged and not actually get married? Like a freak ton.
Dude, they can do it right there in Vegas.
Right.
Oh, dang.
Oh, dude, post-game coverage. Post-game coverage.
He goes straight from on the field, drops down the knee. They go to the little white wedding chapel. They get married by Elvis. That's made in heaven.
That's
the new Y2K. I don't want that to happen. The clocks would actually reset. Nuclear weapons would be launched because we've hit the peak of humanity.
All right, I think that's enough Super Bowl discussion. We've gone into Y2K far too much. Do you have any more props?
No, that was the highlights.
That was the last one. Nick
Yep.
is full tilt over here. We got to wrap this up before we lose it.
I'll sit on my aluminum foil hat.
He's like, if they get married,
I still think it's
blow.
by the way, I still think it's a conspiracy. I still think it's a conspiracy to pull in fans.
Oh, you think that it's like a Bill and Hillary wedding?
Yeah, it's a farce.
Like it's a purely for profit.
100%.
Just 100% marketing conspiracy.
How long would they have to stay married for you to not?
I don't think they're getting married. I think
Okay, so if they get married, then you're gonna be like, you'll come back to the other side.
no, then I'll come back to it's still a farce, and they're really going into it. Dude, they can stay happily married for 20 years. And be like, this is a marketing.
Have kids,
Yeah,
go
100%,
through like dramatic
100%,
stuff
yeah.
together, and you
Yeah.
would still be like, this is.
I'm gonna be the one guy who's like outside the house, like break up farce, break up farce.
She's crying at his funeral
Yeah.
at 80 years old. You're like, bullshit.
God, dude, what a fucking actor.
We get it.
Yeah,
It's
you're
all-
sad about him. 50 years of marriage, all made up.
That's so awesome. Just continue to double down.
100%.
Oh man, amazing.
Nobody even remembers what it's about. They're like, Grandpa, why are you so angry about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift? It's a farce, goddammit.
Man's got to stick to
Man's gonna stick to his, man, at the end of the day, man's only got his word.
My guy is like starting to have early onset Alzheimer's, but the one thing he always remembers.
Who are you? Get out of my room. I'm your son, Grandpa. I'm your grandson, Grandpa. Get out. Who are you, Travis Kelce?
He's just gonna always know. Like that's the one thing his brain will hold on to. It's a farce.
Kids are gonna be at parties in the back. Yeah, how's your dad? How's your dad doing? They're like, yeah, I mean, by and large, he's good, but he's got this weird thing about like some football player that retired 30 years ago.
You're like,
And you remember Taylor Swift? Yeah, he keeps saying that they're a farce.
you're like that Charlie Day with the conspiracy wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they say they're retired in Vermont, but that didn't happen.
Oh boy, just continue to double down, man. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at Podcast Room 303. I've been your host, Jermaine Nevada. This is my co-host, Nicholas Moorhan. And as always, we have with us executive producer, Nevada Hutt. We'll see you next time when you come on down and step into the room.